Good morning to everyone. In this video, we are going to see about the topic called instruction set architecture in Model 2. In the previous video, we saw about design space of processes. In that, we saw about the different types of processes according to the instruction set. So by varying the instruction set, we were discussing about the different set of processors. Those are called as CISC architecture, RISC architecture, and superscalar architecture. And one more thing we were discussing about VLIW, very long instruction word processor. So this is the introduction about the processor. Now we are going to see about the instruction set architecture with its various types. Before that, we must know about instruction set architecture's definition. What is meant by ISA means? ISA is one of the part of processor that tells about your programmer's command or machine instructions. Based on the machine instructions, on the architecture, how the architecture will be designed, it speaks about the ISA. So that's what this ISA is mainly attributed to the instruction formats, addressing modes, and general purpose computers and opcode specifications. So as we come to know about the instruction formats relate to addressing modes. When you talk about addressing modes, what are the general purpose registers to execute that address instruction formats, and what is the opcode specifications required for executing the instruction format is important one. So in that way, in this instruction set architecture, we are going to discuss about the instruction formats, addressing modes, general purpose computers, and opcode specification. So this is the general specification of ISA. But based on the instruction set, we are going to discuss about the two different architecture, that it is nothing but a complex instruction set computer, that is CISC architecture, and reduced instruction set computer, that is called as RISC architecture. So let us have a quick review about the CISC and RISC architecture, because this topics and we were studying in the last semester itself. Just we have a quick review about the CISC and RISC. When you talk about the CISC, instruction set is large and complex, because as we know that in CISC architecture, instruction sets are more, then it is more complex. And when you take the quantitative, the amount of instruction means it may comes to 120 to 350 instructions per in a typical processing execution, and it uses a small set of 8 to 24 general purpose registers and executes a large number of memory reference operation. So this is another one highlight of CISC architecture. In CISC architecture, it uses a set of 8 to 24 general purpose registers, that is called as GPR, and it executes the large number of memory reference operations. And then many HLL are nothing but high level languages. Statements are directly implemented in CISC architecture. So this is about CISC. When you move on to RISC architecture, the instruction set is obviously reduced and it is smaller compared with the CISC architecture. And in the instruction set is approximately less than 100 instructions for a fixed instruction form of 32 bits. When you instruction set, it has only less than 100 instructions. Then most instructions are here register based and uses a large register file, at least 32. Here in CISC architecture, it uses a small set, whereas in RISC architecture, it uses the higher size, large register files. Minimum it has 32 bits, 32 registers from 32 registers to it may go up to 64 registers, right? It is used to improve the context switching among multiple users. So when you increase the register files, it will improve your context switching, thereby it gives more speed of execution. And here it uses only 3 to 5 addressing modes. In the RISC architecture, very limited addressing modes are possible. Fine. So this is a best and comparative technology about CISC and RISC. Then when you talk about the architectural differences between the CISC and RISC, here in the left hand side, you can able to see the CISC architecture with micro-programmed control and unified cache. So here this architecture has the only one unified cache that is applicable for both instruction and data path. So when here in this cache, then instruction and data are treated as same, and this control unit is having micro-programmed control unit. So this control unit is having the it is associated with the micro-controlled program unit, and instruction and data path uses the same single cache which is associated with the main memory. But in reduced RISC architecture, you can have the separate cache for processing instructions and data. So here in right hand side diagram, you can able to see the RISC architecture with hardwired control and split instruction cache and data cache. Here you can able to have the cache with for processing instruction and for processing data. And here what is the type of control unit they are using means hardware control unit, whereas in CISC architecture it uses a microprogrammed control unit. Here in RISC architecture it uses the hardware control unit. So this is the architectural differences between this CISC and RISC. So we have the summary here. CISC uses the unified cache for holding both data and instruction, and it uses the microprogrammed control in a traditional CISC and hardware control in RISC. That is, in microprogrammed control unit, you can have the CISC. You can find it in CISC architecture. Hardware control unit, we can find it in RISC architecture. And CISC architecture uses both split caches and hardware control. In on advancement in the CISC architecture, it uses both the split caches and hardware caches. This is the another one comparisons about the CISC architecture and RISC architecture with architectural characteristics. Here some 4 are the architectural characteristics are depicted here. First one is instruction set size and instruction format. So here in CISC architecture, we uses a large number of instructions with variable addressing modes. Here in RISC architecture, small set of instructions with fixed format and most register based instructions are followed. In addressing mode, here in CISC architecture, it has 12 to 24 addressing modes. That means large number of addressing modes are addressed in CISC architecture, whereas in RISC architecture it is limited to 3 to 5. That means that only from 3 to 5 addressing modes are used in the RISC architecture. Then general purpose registers and cache read design. GPR is nothing but general purpose register. Here in CISC architecture, 8 to 24 general purpose registers are used, which are having a unified cache for instruction and data. Here in RISC architecture, you are having a more number of GPRs, that it varies from 32 to 199 GPRs with mostly split data and instruction cache. Here the cache design for CISC is unified, but in RISC it is split. Then cycles per instruction. It is another one architectural difference in CISC when you are comparing with CISC and RISC. Here cycles per instructions in CISC architecture lies between 2 and 15. It varies from 2 to 15. Here in RISC architecture, one cycle for almost all instructions. So here we are using one CPI for almost all instructions. That means CPI here is reduced. So this is the architectural differences between the CISC architecture and RISC architecture. I hope you understand this topic. I will catch you in the next video about the detailed explanations of CISC and RISC architecture with 111 exam.